I mean, I feel like we should start with the look first before we get to the fight, right?
Please,
I mean,
please.
Yeah.
Please.
Explain to us what's going on here.
It's an ode to the great late Davy Crockett. He came to San Antonio and helped this great country, helped these great people in San Antonio, and he also killed bears with his bare hand. So the Russian symbol is a bear, so that's what my goal was tonight, was to kill a bear with my bare hands, pun intended. Next question.
You did pretty phenomenal. I mean, amazing performance. I mean, not a lot to break down, but give us an idea of how you felt after that.
I just wanted to channel my inner Davy, just go out there and attack, man. It's wild out there. It's tough terrain. So I wanted to go out there and make sure I used all of my weapons, and we got the job done in 12 seconds. Yeah,
it's a couple of good performances in a row now, man. I mean, you've had a rocky road to get here. What's clicked, man? What's changed that now you're performing at this high level?
Rocky Road, man. That's where Davy Crockett was born in Tennessee. So, good question, John. But yeah, it's just perseverance, man. Davy persevered. Felt I had to persevere and keep going, and I'm here, man. I'm here at this moment. So, thank you, Davy.
Has Davy been just through your entire life? Has he been somebody you've always looked up to? Or?
I recently was inspired by my trip to San Antonio.
Yeah.
I took a trip on the Riverwalk and saw the hat, and it clicked. I said, man, that's good stuff. I'm gonna wear that. So yeah, thanks, Davy.
No doubt. Well, give me an idea what's next for you, man. I mean, you're making waves right now. What do you see as the future, an opponent, a date, a name, and what makes sense for you?
There's a couple guys in front of me that I'm interested in fighting. Volkov is one. I would love to get the Abdul-Rahimov fight back. I feel like I won that one. I'm up for whatever, man. I mean, whoever's in front of me, they all can get it. I want to be a champion one day. I set a goal for 2020 to be in that conversation. So the next step, whatever the UFC puts out there, I'm going to get it.
You took a moment to look and see what was going on with Alexi after you knocked him out. Was that a show of respect because you guys have been training? And
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Alexi. And you never want to see anybody get hurt. And I just felt like, I knew it was a good shot when it landed, and I was just like, wow. And then I saw he kind of just was slow to come to, and I just felt like, man, I got to pay some respect to him, because I also heard that this might be his last fight. So, shout out to Alexi, man. Thank you for taking the fight and giving me an opportunity.
Did you hear that before the fight or after the result?
What's that?
That it might be his last fight?
I heard that before. A couple people mentioned that to me this week, that he'd been kind of hitting that this might be his last fight. So I just wanted to take a moment and kind of pay homage to him, because he's respected in this sport. And to go in there and do what I did against him was something that I wanted to do, but at the same time, you never want to see anybody get hurt.
And that was the game plan from the get-go, is just go guns blazing, try and knock him out as fast as possible?
For sure. That's always the goal, you know what I mean? We don't get paid by the hour, but we worked on that. We saw some chinks in his armor as far as striking goes. We just wanted to stay out of the clinches and the grappling exchanges and keep him, funnel him to where we're good at. And he has a tendency to dip his head. In fact, I even saw during the pre-fight build-up, they were working on overhand right, and I was like, bingo, there it is. So, we just went out there and we executed, man, and I'm just happy, man. Grateful.
Are you talking about during that tape they showed in the locker room of the warm-up? I was watching that. That's funny.
Davy Crockett, man, my senses, dog. I watch everything. I'm like, okay, that's what you're working on? We're going to go in there and see if you do that. And he did it literally right at the beginning of the fight. I didn't expect him to do that. I thought he would kind of try to pressure me up against the cage or something. But he stuck his head down there right away and threw that overhand. I was like, money, let's get it. So,
if he does end up retiring, do you think you'll still end up training with him?
I'm no longer a top team, so I can't say. But if he did want to come up and train with me, of course, I would love to, learn from him and take some of that knowledge. I mean, the dude's got 70 fights, so he's got a wealth of knowledge to share. So I would definitely train with him at some point again if he's down.
Do you feel like you're hitting a different stride now?
For sure.
Level now that you've moved on from top team?
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm in a different place in my life, mentally, physically. I got the best team in the world behind me, man. Alabama, we brewing something special. Spartan Fitness is growing so rapidly. We got Eric Anders, we got Matt Elkins, we got one of the best wrestling coaches to ever wrestle in the state of Alabama every day helping me. So I just feel like it's all sinking right now, not only physically, but like I said, mentally. And that's a dangerous fighter, man. If you building confidence, you're confident and happy where you are, man, it's something to see when you get in there. So I think y'all are seeing a product of it.
Cool. Thanks, Walt. Appreciate it.
R.I.P. Davy.